Welcome, I'm Phil Iacono for Tea Party HD. In what is an obvious partisan political move, the Democrats are betting on the idea of blame Republicans to work. In returning from their recess in August, Democrats likely thought that the nagging problem of the Tea Party would have gone away. Wishful thinking on their part, I guess. The fact that they are allowing Bush tax cuts to expire will only add to their anguish in the November elections. Perhaps they believe their latest door-to-door canvassing strategy of guarding the change will be effective, or perhaps Bill Clinton's release from the cage will sway a few drug-impaired baby boomers. There is the nuclear option, which is Obama hitting the campaign trail with rolled-up sleeves, speaking about hope and change. I think I can hear the nuclear sirens now. We need to look no further than to businessmen who have created empires offering hundreds of thousands of jobs worldwide. Steve Wynn being one of them. Let's hear what he thinks about healthcare, uncontrollable spending, the massive debt, housing market, and stimulus package. What's his stance? Listen in. And Tea Party, thanks for bringing back some common sense.
The uncertainty of the business climate in America is frightening to everybody, and it's delaying a recovery. We're on our way to Greece in the hands of a confused and foolish government that's living up to the prediction of Alex de Tocqueville, who in 1909 said the American system of democracy will prevail until that moment when the politicians discover that they can bribe the electorate with their own money. And boy, it's in full bloom today. And it's common sense that's disappeared in Washington, D.C.
But we have to pass the bill so that you can find out what is in it.
What's healthcare going to cost you?
A lot. It's going to produce the exact opposite of what they've said. In the simplest possible terms, they added 32 million people. The amount of doctors are going down, and the amount we're paying them is less. When demand goes up and the supply of doctors goes down, what happens to the price? High school students out there, children, price goes up. For $20 billion a month, we're destroying the housing market again under the name of a stimulus. Phony, misrepresented names. The financial institutions, the cars, the businessmen, the taxes, the health care, everything is cuckoo, and God knows what's next. The shocking, unexpected government is the one in Washington. That's where we get surprises every day. That's where taxes are changed every 5 minutes. That's where you don't know what to expect tomorrow.
If you have the ability to buy insurance, it's affordable, and you choose not to do so, forcing you and me and everybody else to subsidize you. There's a $1,000 hidden tax.
Does Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid have a secret plan to pass health care? Word is that Reid is likely to attach health care reform to a totally unrelated tax bill that passed the House back in March.
Wow. The move would railroad the bill through the Senate and ultimately bypass the American people altogether.
The one thing that would have saved us money, the control of frivolous lawsuits, they didn't touch with a 10-foot pole. Those hypocritical SOBs and the Congress didn't touch it with a 10-foot pole. Every insurance company, every businessman in America said doctors are doing testing in fear of frivolous lawsuits that are unnecessary, and it's jacking up the price of medicine. Please do something about that. In Texas, they put a cap on punitive damages, and the malpractice insurance dropped by 45% in 1 year. But did they do it in Washington? No. So when you ask me about predictability and uncertainty politically in China compared to Washington, I take China. Washington is unpredictable these days. Washington is, no one in the business community from one coast to the other has any idea what's next. And what's even worse, the people that do business with us, that buy our bonds in other countries, don't know what's next. The public is frightened. This Tea Party business is all about fear. There's a sense in the land of discomfort. There's a sense of fear that the politicians are ruining us. And the people are right. It's got to stop. It's got to stop.